Welcome to part 3 in Lake God. First of all, Father Leo is motivated by greed to spread Christianity and to have absolute control over the fund, to carry out his action that he does in the play. He raises and educates the fund, making the latter to believe that he is a Christian monarch. With this impression, he refuses to partake in the traditional ceremony and refuses to perform the sacrifice to the lake god. He refuses to get married to a second wife, despite being the custodian of the tradition of the people. Secondly, Father Leo also bribes kingmakers with fowls and goats so that Joseph could be crowned as fond. He also gives him money to buy cattle, and he is preparing to usher him into politics so that he can render him powerless. The fond takes orders from Father Leo, seeks help from him all the time. It is Father Leo who informs him of the presence of white scientists who want to conduct experiments on the lake instead of the other way around. Father Leo also uses his doctrine classes to convince the women to abandon traditional practices when they take the oath of sealed lips. Thirdly, the fond uses corrupt malpractices to ascend the throne, and he uses the throne to enrich himself. Despite being the traditional ruler of the people, he does not work for the community that he rules. He refuses to perform the sacrifice to the lake god, thereby putting the life of the community in danger. Despite the anger of the god at the lake, he is also surrounded by thugs who prevent his subjects from coming nearer him. It is only Father Leo who has access, even to his inner chamber and to the palace. When the chief priest comes to visit him, he sends his thugs to beat him mercilessly. The women also come to the palace with Dewa because their crops have been destroyed by Mororo cattle, but the fund is unwilling to allow the women's decision of sending away the cattle rearers to be executed, because part of the cattle belongs to the fund. Therefore, the reason is simple. The cattle that have destroyed the crops belong to the fund, and he is interested more in what he gains from keeping cows than to listen to his subject. Therefore, he decides to give them bribe, which the women refuse to take, and the women also ask him to perform the sacrifice. He also asks Dewa to pay a fine of 2 cows to him.